Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Two Grown Men. As usual, I'm Yemi, and we have,
My name is Olaomi Ndewo. Welcome to Two Grown Men.
as usual,
Yemi,
we
how you
always
day, bro? What's
ask.
going on?
Yeah, I'm
How
well.
was your
And yourself?
day? How was your day, brother?
It was fine. Glad it's come to end of the week. And so, what do you have in store for the viewers today?
Today, a heavy. I've been digging through Joro Olumofin as usual. And today I saw
Yeah.
this one. I don't love my wife. I never loved her. I married her because she was pregnant, but she doesn't know I never loved her. Hi, Joro. Good morning. Help and post and
Hmm.
keep me anonymous. I've been married for 6 years now and I'm tired. I want to marry my soulmate, not my wife. My wife doesn't know I don't love her. She tries her best and loves me, but I don't love her how she loves me. I married her because she was pregnant. My parents made me marry her. I respect my parents, so I followed their wish and married her. Her parents and my parents are in the same church. I did not respect my own heart. My wife and I dated for just 14 months and she got pregnant. My soulmate is based in Abuja. She is a lady I like, but she had a boyfriend then. She married and she's divorced now. She's free and she doesn't have a child. I love her so much and I dream of her. I masturbate to her.
Hmm. Akika.
I don't love my wife. My wife sometimes just looking at her annoys me. She's now a size 14 from a size 16 then. My child will be 7 years next year. Should I go ahead and marry my soulmate? I have tried 7 years of unhappiness. At least she's not my baby mama. She's a divorcee. I made her not feel bad. Now that my soulmate is available, I don't want to miss this chance. Advise. Yemi,
Hmm.
over to you, my brother.
First of all, before I go into this one, if you're new to our channel, please give us a like. Very important PSA. It helps the algorithm to send our video to more people who can come and watch it, and you can also share it to as many people as possible. So, this question, this story we're talking about. Hmm. So, you don't love your wife. You never loved her. You married her because she was pregnant. Now, this is something that unfortunately happens. Um, Within some married couples, the reason why they are married is because a pregnancy took place and they had to be together.
Do the right thing.
Yes, but
Do the right
then,
thing, quote unquote.
there's a deception here for me. There's a deception here. You married her for 6 years. She didn't know. Now you are tired. You're not tired now. You've been tired from day
From
one.
day one.
That's number one. You've been tired from day one. So it's not about you being tired after six years. Maybe things have been dragging and you were trying to just cope, but now it's just uh got into a place where you want out. But I wonder if you're wanting to leave this marriage doesn't have anything to do with you reconnecting with your soulmate who is now available and you guys are
Mm,
now talking. So there are two things. You don't just want to leave, or maybe you didn't want to leave, but reconnecting with her is giving you that impetus that, okay, when I leave, I can have somewhere else to go
mm,
to. So for me, on this one, I think you need to have a frank conversation with your wife and let her know. It's going to be a
yeah,
difficult conversation. You will be doing her uh, uh, a favor. You'll be doing yourself a favor. It will be tough. It will be difficult. How you navigate your child with her. Don't also assume that your soulmate is going to agree to marry you because from the way the thing is written, it's almost as if it's a given. So let me pause there. Allow me. What are your thoughts?
um, tough and straightforward. You know, First of all, you shouldn't marry someone because they are pregnant. I think we need to normalize that. Life is too short, marriage is too difficult, and it's too long to be in for the wrong reasons. And
Hmm.
life is too short to be unhappy. When you marry someone that you ordinarily wouldn't marry just because they're pregnant, you're risking, like this guy has found out, a lifetime of unhappiness, a lifetime of misery, because now you don't love this person and you're
Hmm.
joined with them. You've made these vows to them and you're with them, you share life with them, but you don't love
Hmm.
them. Now, I'm more honest with that. I don't believe that love is a necessary ingredient. When I say love, the oh, I see you, my knees get weak, love. I don't think it's an important ingredient in a successful marriage. I don't think so. I think you can build a marriage with someone without being having that flutter in your belly, weakness in the knees kind of love.
Yeah.
But if you're with someone that you're with purely because they're pregnant, meaning you're not in the point where you are able to do this thing rationally, I think your rationality is far more important than your emotions. Where you're both able to say, we can build a life together. Logically, you tick certain boxes, I tick certain boxes. We want the same
Right.
things in life and all that. And you can build a very successful marriage out of that because you're both aware of what's going on and you can be intentional about it, provided both of you are on the same page. In this case, this guy clearly believes in love. He clearly believes that he wants to be with someone that he loves. In which case, you want to be with someone that you love, but you're with someone that you
Hmm.
don't love, and there's someone that you love
Yes.
out there. You're doing
Yes.
all three of you a grave disservice, if not four of you, but the three in the marriage. You're doing your wife, and then he says this person loves me. So she
That's the soulmate.
thinks no, his wife. His wife,
Yes.
he says, my wife loves me. So he
He
thinks
knows. He knows. He knows she
he
loves him.
knows this woman loves him.
She doesn't.
He knows that this woman loves him,
Hmm.
but he doesn't love this person. And from what he's saying to us, love is fundamental to him. So he's miserable. Now, his wife is probably miserable too because she's worked out that this guy doesn't love me. And she's probably going out of her way to show this man love.
Hmm.
You understand? But this man
Hmm.
doesn't love you. This man doesn't love you. So
But look at
she's
what he said
miserable.
here. He said, "My parents made me marry her."
Exactly. You're living somebody else's life.
I'm glad that you pointed that out. I'm glad that you pointed that out.
He's living his parents' life. His parents have forced him to marry this person because he said, our parents go to the same church. So imagine that scenario. You knocked up someone from the same church, like a family friend. It can't happen. People must marry. We know the family. She's from a good
Scandal.
family.
Mm.
Scandal. We're in the same church. She's from a good family. You can't do that. You're going to ruin our name. You go into all these things. You blackmail this guy into marrying this woman. I think parents, do not force your children to marry whomever they get pregnant for, whomever they knock up. Please. Because you're not going to live with them in their house. You're not going to make these people. And marriage is hard enough without resentment. Marriage is hard enough when you both love each other and you're on the same page without adding resentment, without adding the feelings of being trapped into
Extra
it.
spice.
Being trapped, being compelled to stay where you don't want to stay.
Hmm.
So now there are three people here. There's him, his wife, and their child. Now you're raising a child in an atmosphere where there's no love. Because it says here that she's overweight, she's a size 14. She was a size 6, she's a size 14. So he's probably body shaping this woman. Is that she probably can't please him. Everything she does. So everything this woman does is he finds her repulsive. He doesn't find her attractive. He doesn't like her. He probably doesn't want to go home. He's not happy. And there's this other woman out there whom he thinks he's going to be happy with. Go and be with that woman. Set your wife free to find somebody else. There's this Casey and JoJo song, girl, if you don't really love me, Just let me know, let me be, so I can find someone to love me. If you don't love me, then let me know. Let me be, set me free so I can find somebody else. And the sooner you let me go, the better. They've been married 6 years. Things have not improved. Let's assume they got married when the woman was 24. Let's argument sake. Now the woman is 30
She's
years
30.
old. She's 30 now. You don't love her, things are not going to get better. Walk away, bros. So that she can go and find somebody else to love her. Or walk away so that she can at least be happy on her own. If I cannot be happy with you, at least let me be happy on my own. Let her go and raise her child in an environment of love, as opposed to an environment where she feels unappreciated, unloved, and unwanted. Yemi, unwanted. This guy is not being fair at all. And his parents haven't been fair to him. Bros, call that woman. Sum up the courage. Make arrangements for your child and your wife. Don't be a deadbeat. So make arrangements. Decide I want to walk away and put a plan in place. If I need to walk away, you have to provide a place for them to live and you have to provide for them. So I'm going to walk away, but I'm going to provide X amount of money every month for your upkeep. I'm going to provide for my child's education or whatever it is. Do the right thing. And the right thing starts from you've admitted to yourself that you don't love this person. So figure out a plan and
They have
tell
to have
this
that
person.
even before the plan. They have to have the conversation first. Yeah. So, but I agree with you. You just have to have the conversation first.
He might even need to sort
And
things out in his own mind first before he talks to her.
yes,
He might need to
no,
sort things out in his mind.
no, he's sorted out things in his mind. It's clear. What he
Yeah,
just
well, fair
wants
enough.
is he wants validation that he's not even saying he wants to. You see, the worrying part for me is I don't like rebounds. I don't think rebound relationships work. Most of the rebound relations I've been in rebounds in the past. It hasn't worked for me. I don't know about you. And I know a lot of people who have said they make decisions. It's such a fleeting and unreliable emotion to put your heartbreak or your unhappiness into somebody else to
On
quickly fill
somebody
in the
else,
gap.
yeah.
I believe that there should be periods where you process what has just happened before you jump into the next one. Now, this guy is not even saying, he's not even saying that I want to let her know so I can get a divorce. He's saying, should I marry? You're not out of the marriage yet, and you're already talking about marrying another person. And this is not in the context of polygamy from the way it's written. He's talking about exiting one monogamous relationship to now start another
To enter
one.
another
So
one.
it has to be, yeah. So, but the first thing is he's admitted it, but he now needs to admit it to the person he's in the marriage with to say, I am not. This is the. She's going to ask you a lot of questions. No questions about that. So let her know that these are the reasons. This is what happened from back in the day. I was pressured, and yes, wrong. You wasted 6 years. You guys could have been doing co-parenting, and she could have maybe found somebody else. Then, like you said, or you could have found somebody else. But I still think this is very, very selfish of you to want to exit at the time that your soulmate is single. So I think this is the primary driver for this. I'm not negating the fact that you're unhappy. I'm not negating everything you said earlier around marrying her for the wrong reasons, which is also wrong. But I think the exit and the timing has something to do with your soulmate. Clearly, you're happy with your soulmate. So if that's the way you want to go about it, I think you should have an honest conversation with your wife. Let her know the things that allow me has also said are quite valid. I look to do that, and then you still have to have that conversation with your soulmate. But don't be surprised that the grass may not be greener on the other side.
Table shaker. I was just going to go there. But I knew you were going to go there first. I just knew you. You're
You know
father's
me,
child, Chuchu. I
you
just
know,
know
you know
you
me.
well. I know
The
you well.
the
You're not going
grass
to
may
leave a
not be.
loose thread. You're going to pull that thread. You pull it.
It might appear to be, but the grass may not be greener on the other side, and you might find out that a soulmate may not necessarily make a great wife.
Bagow! Bagow! Back down. Ring the bell. Buzz has gone off.
Where's my go? Where's my go?
What? What? Break it down. Yeah, please go on. Go
No,
on, please.
seriously, it might not necessarily make a great wife, and there will be issues, just different types of issues, and everything is all singing or dancing now. I'm
Last,
concerned.
you
I'm
know, cast.
concerned that you're not even looking for time to heal. You're just very, very into getting a new wife immediately without even, yeah. So I think you're all over the place. To be honest, on this one, you're all over the place. You need to sort yourself out, know what you want, take things step by step. Don't lump issues. Yeah, people multitask, but it's not the kind of multitasking that we're going to be preaching on to grown men. We do different types of multitasking, but it's not this one. So, bros, you need to take your issues one step at a time and breathe. But the first thing you've done is to write this message because at least you have the acknowledgement. But then you have to consider everybody involved and the child you guys have together as well has to be put into the context. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
That's,
Look,
yeah.
I'm enjoying this. Just go on. This whole soulmate. Look, does a soulmate necessarily become the best wife or the best mate for a person?
No.
Tell me why, in your own words.
Because in the usual, when you have a soulmate, do you know that with a soulmate, you may not necessarily have boundaries with a soulmate. So let's say you have a soulmate now, and you can tell your soulmate, okay, there are two types of soulmates. You can have a soulmate that you're um, emotionally and sexually involved with, and then you can have a soulmate that nothing like that happens with. So let's say assume that the soulmate we were talking about is someone that you're not intimate with romantically, but ticks all the other boxes. So you're comfortable enough to maybe tell her about the crush you have with another woman with this particular soulmate. And she's comfortable enough to hear about it from you because she's not entangled with you in that way. The minute she becomes your wife, that certificate, that marriage certificate that binds both of you together, there's an invisible and visible barrier and set of boundaries that come about with marriage. So the fact that she's your soulmate and everything is hunky dory, you might find out that there will be new things you find out when you decide to get married that are not in the current relationship you are in. Yes, it's a piece of paper, but it's more than that. So that angle is where I wanted to come from.
Table shaker. Yemi,
Now you're laughing.
You know I laugh now.
Tell us. Tell the viewers.
See.
So quick one. Sorry. So allow me before you go on. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe. Another PSA. I did the first one, and if you didn't hear that first one, hear it again now. Like this content too.
We are begging
like
you.
it.
Please like us. Encourage us. Support our ministry, please. We're two grown men. We're just having conversations.
Vibing.
Honest conversations, vibing, But support us, please. And if you want to be a part of this program, you know what? You have a mic, you have a camera, join us, please. Send us an email at twogrownmen@gmail.com and come and join us on stage and be a part of this program. You have a question or you have an opinion, whatever it is. But please, we are you and we want your support, please. Please
absolutely
like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and please leave us a comment. Even if what you want to say to us is, I don't like that allow means cap.
Or you don't like my hair.
Or what everybody usually says is that Yemi guy is handsome, allow me is not.
No,
that's what you're trying to say. If that's what you're trying to say, please by all means.
Two grown fine men.
By all means say it. Please in the comment, just be like, why that allow me guy is so ugly? That Yemi guy is so cool. Everybody thinks Yemi is way cooler than me, and I'm okay with it. But please leave the comments. It's okay. My ego can take it. But just be like, yo, Yemi is cool, Laomi is not cool. Whatever it is, please.
Emma Dalon. Don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what we were saying, see, this
Mm.
soulmate conversation. There are two things here. There's the whole issue of him and his wife, which we've discussed. Guy, you don't want people and leave. All right. But be prepared that your soulmate. Now, I don't know if he's ever actually dated this person. From what he's saying, he never did say that she had a boyfriend. They didn't date. So he's idolized this person from a distance, maybe a close distance, but still, she's your friend, not necessarily your girlfriend. There's your friend, and your friend might not necessarily make the best girlfriend or wife or partner for you.
And she's a
The things that make
non-sexual soulmate.
so he doesn't know, yeah, exactly. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I don't know how close they are, how much they talk
Mm.
about, like how
Mhm.
much they talk. Does he know why her marriage ended? Does he is he idolizing her from a distance? Or does he actually see the real person? And we've all been there. You've met this person, you thought the world of them, and you dated them. And 2, 3 months into the relationship, you're like, oh, you ain't shit, though. Not
Mm.
shit. Or it's not working for whatever reason.
Yeah.
There's a look, I always quote songs. This Garth Brooks song, Unanswered Prayers. And it's saying, the other night at the whole time football game, I met this woman that she used to be everything to me. And at one point, I used to pray that God would make her my wife. And then now that I've seen her again, she does. I'm not quite convinced. And she can, from looking at me, from looking at her, I can tell that she's also looking at me differently. And I thank God for unanswered prayers. Now that's someone that she probably thought was my soulmate, okay, for a period in time. And now, a few years down the line, and things have changed. Has your soul changed? Did your soul change overnight? So you've got to go in there. Look, even if you walk away from your wife, do not automatically assume I'm going to jump into this person's life and we're going to build an instant family. We just, you know how you're making it, but you just put Gary in water. So you put Gary in a bowl, you add hot water, you stir it, and Gary's ready. No other ingredients required to make Gary. And to make cereal, you just get a bowl of cereal. You put a bowl, you put your
Milk.
cereal, your milk, and put your spoon. Food is ready, whether you're going to put sugar or not. But you just know what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. You don't build families like that, though. You don't just add 2 ingredients. Don't. That's not how you build a family. So my soulmate. She's single. I'm single. She doesn't have children. Let's do this.
Then, and I know on we're looking to a blended family to the
Last.
point
You
you're
don't
making
cast.
is not as easy as it sounds.
No.
Blended family, blended problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there could be a lot of love in there, but there will also be problems. So
Forget the blending for a second. Just their relationship. Just dating this person, living with this person, being one with this person might just expose flaws that he didn't see from a distance. He's concluded that we belong together without actually having dated this person and being with this person. And there's a reason why they're divorced. 1, 2, you don't know how life has changed or how the divorce has changed who they are or who they were. You don't know that. I think by all means, let's not conflict two issues. Leave the wife if you need to leave the wife, but don't jump in with the soulmate. Let that develop naturally. Date her, let that develop naturally, if it develops
okay,
at all. Because we have all met soulmates that we're not married to. If I had
absolutely.
$1 for
And
every time somebody said they met their soulmate, I'll be a multi-billionaire in dollars.
so one final note before I round up, or before we round up on this episode of Two Grown Men, is this man is pretty confident that the newly divorced soulmate even wants to marry again. Talk less of marrying. We have not talked about that one. No. We've not talked about that one. No. We've not talked about that one. No.
What if she doesn't
He's
even see him romantically?
so he's coming up with some sweeping assumptions that she wants to even marry.
Assumptions. And what do assumptions do? make an ass of you and me. Way.
Just have to add that one there. So it might be very
Yeah,
surprised.
me.
I call
The guy
such a
will
really
leave his
married
wife,
relationship.
and the wife, and the make so much will be like, but I don't see you like that. We're just friends.
Ends up with
Me.
nothing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then the wife is like, well, I don't want you back because you didn't love me. You never loved me, right? And now you only
There's no,
first time you married me was because I was pregnant. Now you want
what's
to
the
come
point
back
of
to
it?
me because your wife, your soulmate, don't want you. Madam, if he comes back, don't take him back. Oh. If you're
No, no.
watching, madam, if this guy comes to you and says he never loved you and he wants to walk, please let him go. Don't cry. Don't beg him to stay with you. Please. Please. I know it's tough. Take your child
Yeah,
and go. Life is too short to live with someone who resents you. Please go.
absolutely.
Marriages are, I
Absolutely.
mean, love can fade, love can go in, love can ebb and flow. I mean, it can peak and trough and all that, but please, this is not a let me stay and endure and stoop to conquer. This is a terminal situation. He doesn't love you. He doesn't want to be with you. This is a man who prizes love in marriage above all things, and this man
Yeah,
doesn't love you.
yeah,
When he comes, please go. Let him go. Give him access to his child, by all means, co-parents
yeah,
with respect, but let him go, please.
yeah.
Let him. But if he goes and he comes back, madam, he has chopped his breakfast. He's been served breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Madam, please feel free to serve him dessert.
Yes, sir.
But don't open
Yes,
the rest. Don't start. Don't. He's not coming back to you because he loves you. He's coming
yeah,
back to you because he's rejected. You
yes,
don't want to fall into
yes.
that pit twice. He'll find another soulmate tomorrow morning. And what if he comes back to you and then his soulmate wakes up one day and says, "Oh, I was wrong. And maybe I want to be with you again." He'll leave you and go back to her. Maybe I'm circulating,
And
but madam, safest thing to say is please, day or day, making the going go.
okay, so
I'm done, Yemi. Thank you very much.
on that note, we're going to conclude this episode of Two Grown Men. Thanks for staying with us till the end. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment down below, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much for watching us. We're very grateful for your time. We don't take you for granted. We're available if you want to be a part of this program or you want to leave us a comment. We're on Twitter X. We're on Instagram at Two Grown Men. We're also available by email at twogrownmen@gmail.com. Thank you very much for your time. Yemi and I are very grateful. Have a good night and God bless you. Thank you.
Adabo.
Odabo. Yemi, good one.